everybody, it's Paul from Alexander Knife Sharpening. So I wanted to give you a little bit of update on some of the laser jobs coming in now. So I've been seeing a big increase in laser requests, and let me show you a couple of the jobs that I just got in so you guys can see what kind of stuff comes in with the laser stuff. A very nice retired military person came in who's having a birthday party coming up, and it's in another state, and she wanted to give a gift to all of her guests, and she asked me if I would engrave key rings for her with all the guests who are attending, and I told her absolutely. And we are going to be doing 27 of these. A pretty easy job, so I asked her to bring samples in because it's always good to test for two reasons. One, I needed to know how much time it was going to take so that I can work that into my quote on the price, just to make sure there wasn't any issues with any of them. So the hardest one to engrave was this mirror finished one. I had to cover this first with black Sharpie, and this one actually took 22 minutes, and that's good to know, you know, because you got to factor these things into your prices. Then these other ones, these only took about 5 minutes, so they were a much shorter period of time. So I was able to work that into my pricing and come up with an overall price for her to do all the key rings. But that's one of the jobs that just came in, and if you get into lasering, keep in mind, it's always good to have a few extras just in case for testing and everything else. And whenever someone's bringing me something like this, I will try and convince them to get some extras. And I even told her, keep in mind, it's a party. Guaranteed she's going to have, you know, a last minute person who decides they're coming. And so I said, you know, make sure you get a few extras just in case you have to contact me, because, you know, that person who gets around late to send in their invitation or decides they're coming last minute can make sure we can get them a key ring too, so that they're not left out. But then also, just because, you know, mistakes happen. I've had, you know, the power go out in the shop in the middle of an engraving, you know, so you just always want to make sure the best you can that it's not a one-off item that you're doing. And that's why a lot of engravers try and sell their own products, because they know if they're selling these, they know exactly what it takes to engrave them because they've done all their testing and they have the stock. So it's always a little more challenging because I'm kind of a service business. I will work with what people bring in, but that's always a little bit more challenging. So when I can, or if it's something they're buying, I convince them to get some extras. So here's another job that came in, and this one's pretty interesting. It's a father who's passing on his flight wings to his son, and it's a pretty simple job. He literally just wants an X through this, and it's really hard to see. It's a little 12 on there. For some reason, the date got changed, and we're just changing that 12 to a 26. Fairly simple engraving job there, but you know, you get little things like that. And it's apparently this one's a gag gift, and he does have an extra set of wings. So it's a dad passing on his flight wings to his son, who has become a naval aviator. I thought that was kind of cool, and I always love to see stuff like that. So that's another job that just recently came in, so we'll be doing that. And the last job that just came in is for Jeff Moore. You guys probably heard me mention Jeff before. He is the knife maker that I work with. He is making a military knife for someone, so he's asked me to put the battalion on it. And he just sent me the SVGs for that. Let me just open this JPEG. Let's take a look at it. So there's the SVG. And who is this? It looks like a Marine unit of some type. So we're going to be putting this on here. Let me see if we can zoom this in. So that's pretty cool. So that's going on the knife too, this machine gun. And that is the current stuff. And I'll show you one other one that I just did. This was actually for myself, but I'm thinking of doing these. So this is a custom bottle opener. I did this one with my old badge on there. So my badge is engraved in there with my old badge number, which was 37. It did both sides. This is on walnut wood with a black stainless. It is stainless steel, but it's anodized black coated bottle opener inside. But I also have these in stainless. I could have done a little bit better job, but this one's for me, so it wasn't a big deal. You can see I got my badge a little cockeyed there, so I got to do a better job on the next one of getting that aligned properly. This is something I'm working on. I just put Odie's wax on there, and I'm getting ready to polish this up, and that's going to be just a sample to show people. So these bottle openers are a really cool and easy project. You can see here's one I made for my brother with a baseball and his number when he played in college for him. And here is the machine just cutting them out. I will put links in the video to where I got the file to make the bottle openers. The cut files that you're seeing done here, I got from someone on Etsy, so I'm going to link you to them. It's super affordable. He only asked like $3 for the file, and then you can do whatever kind of designs you want on these, and he actually gives you a couple different designs with that file. So well worth the investment for that. They sell great, and they're really pretty cool. I will also link where you can get the stainless or black bottle openers in the listing because you want to get those to have them to make the project. And you simply cut out the design, put whatever you want on whatever type of wood that you want to use, and then glue it all together with super glue. Works really well. And that's all there is to it. It's a really easy project. I can do one more in depth if everybody's interested.